What's up, y'all? All right, guys, what I'm going to be going over today is full-blown lead generation, maximizing a platform that you can literally like download for free right now, and you get like 7 days for free. You can create an email, all you'd like. If you create an email, then that right there will be your 7-day free trial. If you guys are interested in trying this new platform out, the link is in the description below, right? So, guys, the essential thing here is so important. The essential thing is that you're looking for people who are motivated to sell their houses. That's the reality. Most people just kind of market to a giant list. And let me tell you guys something. It's not the size of the list, it's the quality of the list. And so what I like to do when I'm marketing to properties on my own is I like to build a list of individuals that I believe are motivated to sell by really identifying specific indicators that this person is interested in selling. Okay. And so the way that you do that is by stacking these motivation indicators together to create a more probable lead. And so, guys, I've been working alongside Deal Machine for years now, years. I think the guy flew into my office in 2018. We made a video because I never used the app before. Up until this time frame, if I wanted to drive for dollars, if you will, all I had to do was bring my notepad with me and a pen, and I would write down the addresses to every single house that looked like it needed a lot of work. Now, lo and behold, I didn't know that while I was trying to do this, that I was operating my business like a straight up dinosaur. All right. And so let me tell you guys something. There's so much technology that's out there that can make the business so much easier. And what I love about Deal Machine is that it's more than just a tool that you can use to drive for dollars. When I first started using Deal Machine, that's all I was doing was driving for dollars. Now I use Deal Machine for almost literally every part of my business. You can use it to pull leads that already have phone numbers. If y'all didn't know this, Deal Machine has unlimited skip tracing. All right. So if you got an address that's already in front of you, you're looking at a house and it's like boom in front of you, they will not charge you to look up that address and pull the homeowner's information. The only thing that you pay for is your monthly subscription, right? Which is about $95 a month, but you get to pull 10,000 skip trace leads every single month. That's $1,300 worth of skip tracing that you are getting for $95 a month. I know this because I own a data company. How my guy David, who's the owner of that platform, is able to do it is beyond me. But what I will tell you is that this is revolutionary to our space, as most people get burned out paying for leads, buying them, skip tracing them. With Deal Machine, you can get 10,000 plus new leads every single month, and you can warehouse them, create lead pulling automations where it'll pull more leads that are a part of the same type of list that you created in the first place. Not only that, y'all, but you can use the thing to run comps. All right. And so, guys, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show y'all how I use Deal Machine to build a list. And I'm going to build one of my favorite lists that I believe is one of the highest converting lists that most people don't go after. And I'm going to create two variations of these lists so that you guys can go after them on your own and utilize the platform. Now, if you're interested in trying out Deal Machine, there is a link in the description of this video below. If you're watching this from the curriculum, or you're watching this from the YouTube channel, or you're here in this chat, I will be dropping it in our mastermind community group that everybody here has access to, so that all of you guys can go in and get this same level of value. All right. And so with that being said, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys what's up with this platform. So this here is Deal Machine. So many things that can be done with this platform, but I'm going to log in with my stuff real fast. We're going to go in here and I'm going to show y'all how I like to build my list. And so not only am I going to do that, but if you're here right now, I want to build you a list and I will give it to you. All right. And so guys, tell me a market that you are in. The first person to comment gets it, and I will build a list in your market.
Illinois.
Illinois?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going to do Illinois. Why do I always spell Illinois wrong? Hold on. Okay. Chicago, I'm guessing?
Well, I'm currently down living south, about an hour and 45 minutes south.
What's the name of the county where you're at?
Watseka, the name of the town, Watseka.
Watseka?
Watseka.
And there it is. Bless you. So let's go ahead and look this up and see what's here. Oh, wow.
Almost dead on it, huh?
So this is a small place, just FYI. And the reason why is because it's pulling up properties. Wait, I think the number's going to reset. There's about 4,669 properties that are in here. All right. So
Yes, sir.
here, I'm going to mute you real quick, Ivan. That way I can do the video stuff. All right. But all right, so we're looking at 4,000 properties here. Now, this is a small town. Normally, whenever I'm marketing for distressed property, I like being in populations that are a little bit over 100,000 properties, just so that y'all are aware. All right. And that doesn't mean that there's not an opportunity here. It's just tight knit markets don't tend to have the fastest turnover rate, being that there's only very few investors that are purchasing properties in smaller markets. Now, again, this is a small market. It's not a market that I would go after, but there's still probably opportunity in here. What we're going to do is we're going to create that opportunity. And so I'm going to take this here in the quick filters tab in the top right, and I want to create something that I think would be advantageous. We're going to look at how many of these people here are senior owners. There's 1,380 senior owners, and I want to match it and pair it with all. And we're going to do people that are senior owners on properties that are also behind on taxes. So guys, what I love so much about this type of list in particular is that most states, non-disclosure states and disclosure states, all have a tax exemption, which is called senior exempt, which essentially means that when you decide to go downtown and you let them know that you have reached the age of 65, they will make you exempt from paying property taxes. Now, that doesn't mean that the city cannot take your property away from you for non-tax payments, but those taxes would roll back in the event that you pass away and your next in kin inherits your property. They are entitled to paying out that debt. And so this is a double indicator. Number one, what happens at the age of 65? At the age of 65, you can almost assume that for whatever reason, that the health in an individual begins to decline, which also means is that if they're unable to pay their tax payments, that there could be some type of debilitating factor underneath that non-ability to pay tax payments with some type of health issue, or they could also be deceased. The second thing is that they are delinquent on taxes, period. And so, guys, with that being said, you're dealing with a senior owner who's also delinquent in taxes. There's just too much to even clear up here where you can literally identify whether or not someone is interested in selling their house. So stacking those two motivation indicators together is one of my favorite lists to go after. So, guys, we can also separate this by property type. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and I could do a price difference from a minimum to a maximum. On this one, I'm not going to go ahead and do that. You can even do your bed to bathroom ratios, but here in more, you can literally go in and do so much. Now, I only want contacts that have phone numbers. And so we're going to say yes on phone numbers and confirm. You're going to see how many of these leads, 167 of them have pulled their records that actually have phone numbers. So with that being said, we can click out of this, and we'll be able to see all of the leads that we have here. Now, this is how you build the list. You go down to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you select Build List here, and you'll be able to pull that lead report here. I have a little bit more than I'm supposed to in my account. There's like a limit. So with that being said, I have to go in and delete some stuff, but this is a list that I would genuinely go after. And so, guys, this is one single variable, all right? And so let me go ahead and we'll build another one in another market. But I'm going to save this for you, Ivan, and I'll send this to you later today, my friend. If you don't get it today, you'll get it first thing in the morning. But that's a great list. This is fire. And it's only 167 contacts out of 5,000 people. And so, well, 5,000 different types of property. And so this is something like you could literally drive to all of these properties in one day. If you wanted to, you could begin a driving route. So yeah. So guys, just real fast, I want to make sure that I'm answering any questions that all of you might have as to why I was building a list like this. And so I'm going to leave the table open for you guys to go in and ask whatever questions that you have for the next 5 minutes. So let me know, guys. I'm here for y'all. And there's no such thing as a dumb question, mind you. Is everybody here?
Yes. Quick question. When you put those filters,
Yes.
I think I know why you did it, but is that like your is that like kind of one of your favorite filters that you do?
It is.
Okay.
I hit something on that filter almost every single time. And, you know, with the quick filters, you want to make sure that you're selecting match all so that whatever properties are within that filter, you are getting every single one. Like these are the filters that essentially, how do you say, these are the filters that that are stacked against each other. So that's what I did. So in the quick filters option here, and let me just go on ahead and click on this where it says quick filters, match all stacks all of these together. So that's why I did that.
Okay. I used to do seniors. Never thought of doing the behind taxes together. I've done them separately, but never together. So that's pretty good.
I love it. Yeah, you know, stacking data is how you create a more probable motivated seller lead. That's one of the best ways to do it. Most people use third-party softwares to import data and then stack it on their own. With Deal Machine, you're allowed to stack the motivation indicators already, and then creating your own stack list doesn't it basically allows for you to have a list stacker without a third-party stacking program that you can invest in, because most of those list stackers that are out there, they're like $300 $500 a month, you know, and they're also full-blown CRMs, which could be a little bit confusing when you're adding so many different things to one business model. Like in my business, I have a CRM for warm leads, and then I have a CRM for cold leads. So for me, Deal Machine is my CRM where I warehouse all of my cold data. And so that's one of the best ways to do it. You know, so I have my warm software, which is Jarvis. Jarvis is where I warehouse all of my data. And then I have my cold software, which is Deal Machine, and that's where I warehouse all of my cold data. So Deal Machine cold, Jarvis warm. Deal Machine cold, Jarvis warm. And Jarvis is like a follow-up software. Now you can still cold market to leads like that, but I try to keep them as separated as humanly possible, unless I have like a marketing software as well, which Jarvis is a marketing software. You could use that for that too. But I use my Jarvis account for primarily warm lead follow-ups. That's what I do, because I have over 20,000 of them. I've been marketing for like 7 years in a CRM. I used to use Podio before I moved over to Jarvis. And so I know you have an account with Jarvis, Valerie. I'll do a demo with you, and I'll show you how you can organize some of your warm leads that you already have in your software. Maybe we can touch them again and see if there's an opportunity there. What's up, Ivan?
Does this bypass or is basically like, you know, I was doing some flips and looking for some properties there in San Antonio, and so my question is, you know, we would have to go, well, one of the things that we had to do was go to the county and get the list of the from the they put out. So is Deal Machine basically it already gets those lists from all the counties throughout the nation, kind of a thing?
It does. It
And
does. The only thing with Deal Machine versus getting data from your county is that there is a delay on when Deal Machine gets it versus when you could get it if you went straight to the source. That's the only downfall. And whenever it comes to using software, software is made for convenience. Most people that I mentor and coach have a 9 to 5. So it's kind of hard for them to just get off of work, go to the courthouse, figure out how all of that works, because every courthouse is different. Some of them might charge you for those records, Ivan. Some of them might not charge you for those records. Some of them require you to have some type of letter where you can pull those types of records. It's different for every single county. And so the reason why I'm telling you this is because the county data is always going to be the most accurate data that you can ever pull. Never make that go away. If you've already figured out how to find those records from your county, then dude, I mean, you have bread and butter right there, man. You can take those records and import them into Deal Machine and skip trace them automatically, get all their numbers and whatnot to begin your marketing campaign. But yeah, organic data is definitely always going to be the best form of data that you can possibly get. Deal Machine is just great because it's convenience, and you get data probably renewed about every quarter of the year. So, you know, like I said, there's a lag on data like this. Every company that I know of, whether it's PropStream, Batch Leads, Deal Machine, they do not have the freshest data, but they do have data, you know, and it's made for convenience. Now, if you can master the courthouse and pull organic leads all day, 100%, I would advise you to do so, because that's the best way to do it.
thank you.
For sure. And that's a great question, guys. Remember, every process in every county is different. You know, so I always recommend that no matter what it is that you do, that you guys try to market as much as you can to the organic stuff over buying these lists here. Leads automatically. Now I'm going to go over another list that you can pull on Deal Machine. This time around, I'm going to go ahead and mess around with San Antonio just cause. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen one more time and we'll get into this. Okay. All right. So we are boom here. We're going to do Bear County. So we're going to do Bear and then let's see if it pops up. There it is. San Antonio. San Antonio. This is my place right here, man. I love this spot. You know what would be another one to go after, actually? Well, you know what? No, just for the sake of this video, we're going to do San Antonio. So I'm going to take away all these filters here, and we're just going to see how many records that we can find, period. I'm going to stay with single family, and I'm going to keep this here where it says contact as phone number, because I only want the leads that actually have a phone number. All right, so we're going to keep that there. Let's let it load up. It could be a lot of data. That's probably why it's taken forever. That 475,000. Look at that. That's insane. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones to do. So we're gonna do senior, and I want them to live there. So we're gonna say owner occupied. So we're gonna use senior as just the baseline filter here, and then I want them to live there. So we're gonna say the property itself, owner occupied. There should be a list here. There it is. Boom. Make sure that it matches all. So we're getting both. So now we're getting a list of people who are old and they are essentially occupying a property. So that's good. But we're going to make this a little bit different. All right. So I want the property characteristics to be different. So we're going to add one here. So we're going to do end, and then I want to do property characteristics. I want the ones that are building style. Let's see. 2-story is what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. Building style, number of units, number of buildings, commercial. What I'm looking for is floors. Okay, let me search that. Yeah. Huh? What do you mean? I have a giant one over here. What I want the property to do is be freaking huge is what I'm looking for, but I don't know why I can't find it. Okay, building style, maybe it's here.
Sorry.
Say again? Where is it, y'all? Because I'm looking for something that's like tri-level stories. Yeah, maybe that's it. Let me try that. There we are. Thank you, my friend. 2-story homes. Confirm. And we're going to add one more. What I'm going to look for here is we do end, and we're going to do, I'm looking for something that says something about taxes, lien information. No, that's not it. Tax information. Okay. Disability is what I'm looking for. No. Okay. There's so many ways that you can break this information down. It's not even funny. Tax amount, assessment, total assessed value, market improvements. Lien information. This is perfect.
Someone going to be longer than a minute. Literally longer than a minute. And those usually only go for 2 questions. Because on Facebook and
This is perfect.
the rules are.
And okay. Keeping that there, keeping this. We're really building something here. I'm like having fun at this point with some of the filters that we can throw in here. What I'm looking for is a lien, has an active lien. Yes. Okay, cool. Perfect. There they are. This is perfect, y'all. So I want to break this list down from the top to the bottom because this is a lot, okay? And I want all of you guys to understand this is like a list that we just consolidated from 20,000, 27,000 people into about 2,000. And so I want y'all to kind of pay attention to a few things here. We did senior owners that are occupying a property, right? They're single family homes, but these are the things that we added here. Contact has a phone number. They live in a 2-story property. There is a loan that is active on a second mortgage for $20,000, and there is still currently an active lien that's in place. And we've also verified that the homeowner actually lives there. So this is an insane lead. And let me tell you why. Why would somebody be over the age of 65 right now with an active mortgage against their property? One, why would they also have a $20,000 second lien against that property? 2, 3, they're living in a 2-story home, right? And so what are we looking at when somebody's living in a 2-story property and they're over the age of 65? Why would somebody who is that old live in a house that is that big? So there's motivation indicators all around. Health could be declining. They're pulling out money from other places to figure out a way to pay for whatever medical expenses or bills that they have. They also are, for whatever reason, possibly, disabled, right? So they could be disabled and they're living in a house that's way bigger than it needs to be. And so the reason why I wanted to create this list for y'all is because there's so many motivation indicators here that I'm telling you guys, just on 2,100 records, your contact to close ratio is going to be massively high. It's something that I believe that's going to change the trajectory of your business if you can literally take this list that I'm showing you right now and apply it to your marketing. All I'm doing is stacking motivation indicators together, and I'm doing so that I can create a more probable lead. And that's what you're supposed to do. And so, guys, this list right here, this is a list that I would go after myself, like legitimately. And you're going to find so many different crazy scenarios for each individual one. And all I did was take multiple motivation indicators and stack them together. And this is one of the most valuable things that you can do with Deal Machine now that you weren't able to do before. Back in the day, y'all, if I wanted to go and market, I would just be using Deal Machine on the app and driving for dollars. Now you can use it to build lists because they warehouse all of the data and you get all of the phone numbers. And so 2,100 leads, $97, and I just built a list that could potentially make you 6 figures if you go after it. So that's the platform, y'all. I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to open this up to a Q&A so that everybody here can answer questions. But if you're watching this on the tube and you're watching this on the mastermind chat, man, appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the link in the comment section below if you want to give Deal Machine a try. Use these lists that I created for y'all and see if it's something that can benefit you in your business, okay? So I'll see y'all on the next one. All you guys can stay here, by the way, because I'm going to answer some questions.